Okay, so we're gonna spend the night in an inn, I guess.
1 silver person. And 1 more for the horses. Or 2 more for the horses. But you have 2 horses.
I'll take care of that.
Let's see. No shrine, I take it, or temple that I can stay at.
No. Same village, right?
Yeah. Okay.
It's just 1 silver.
I want to just listen for news besides stuff that we already know.
No additional news. People are still rebuilding.
Okay. Next morning.
People are extremely scared.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Still?
is still, yeah. Creatures came out of nowhere, burned half your city down, took a lot of your young ones, and then removed themselves from existence. I mean,
Sounds like another day to me.
alright.
Okay, do we get our XP?
Yes, but you won't level from it anyway, so I'll wait, because I haven't calculated it yet.
Okay.
Okay.
But you won't level from it, I'm fairly certain.
You mean we don't get 3,000 from it?
Probably not.
So it's not like 20 XP?
We'll probably get 3,000 from it total.
That's joking. I need 10,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need 5,800 and something.
You only need 5,000? What level are you?
I'm level 7.
I know. What have you been
How
doing?
much XP do you have?
20,167.
He did have 1 special session.
Wait, 20,000?
28,000.
Oh, 28. Okay. Yeah, you still need 6,000.
No, well, just under.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we're gonna go then. Down to Atos.
Okay, that would be technically 2 travel days.
On horse? So 2 days?
Yeah. One day won't cut it unless you want to go until late. So yeah, you take it like a normal, and fairly early in the morning you arrive at Atos.
Okay. So we want to hear around for who's the best armor smith in Atos. So
Investigation check from one of you.
I'll do it.
Dolos.
Yep, not me.
Oh my
Well.
gosh.
Alright, you go around asking a bit. It takes around half an hour of asking before you are fairly certain that you found the right person, or continue. The answer you get is mostly the same by then. So after that time, you go around there. You stand in front of a blacksmith. It is a blacksmith run, or at least multiple people walking around. There's all of them are dwarves in this case, and they are running around with iron. A couple of them are blacksmithing at the same time. It seems that one of them is a student, the other one is a master, and he's teaching the student how to strike perfectly and that sort of thing.
Okay. So I guess we're just standing there until someone.
Is there a bell you can ring?
I was just about to ask. Is there a bell at the front counter? Or do you just go,
there's no
"Hey, we
real
need help
counter. It's more an open smithing area where there's a lot of smithing happening. And when you stand there for a minute, it becomes obvious you are here for them and not necessarily just looking. So one younger clerk comes up. Says, hello? How can we help you?
Hi, we'd like to get some half-plate armor made out of this, and I show the chitin. Some of the chitin.
Ah! And shark.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can most certainly make something beautiful out of that.
How much?
How much? 1 set of armor?
Potentially
you
2,
can make-
depending on the price.
Oh, you want 2? Okay. Well, let me take a quick look. He kind of walks back, grabs a booklet. He says, well, you already provided us with the necessary material. which saves a pretty decent chunk of money. He says, a single half plate, you said. It says 750 gold. So, 2 of them, you can do the math, 1500.
Okay, I think we're just shy of the 1500, so why don't we go ahead and get ties up and running? What do you say?
I'm okay with that.
Sure.
Yeah, because Ty's the one that constantly needs it, so...
No, it just turns into a bear and gets all that help. That's free.
Well, Wrath, do you think it'd be possible we could enchant it so that it would still work when he transforms?
With the amount of money you have right now?
No.
Hell no.
No.
But is that magically possible?
Magically possible, yeah.
Okay. So
if we had my
It
fortune,
would be quite a hefty enchantment.
yeah.
and would it be specific for one animal or for any transformation?
If I say a quite hefty enchantment, the enchantment itself would give you a rare item at the very least. So
Yeah,
we
it'd
are
be what,
speaking
between
between the
1,000
5 and
and 15?
5k mark,
Okay.
and it's
Yeah.
probably going to be closer to the 5k than the 500.
And does it work for any transformation or just like a certain?
Theoretically, it'd work with wild shape.
It would work. It would be specifically made for wild shape. If you want to
Okay.
make it work for like any, then it becomes even more expensive, and
You
probably
mean like
not worth
polymorph?
it. Yeah, if you wanted to polymorph with you, then it becomes
Okay, so
like
here we are spending even more money on Ty.
not yet.
Okay, so we'll do the how much gold do you have again, Ty?
94.
94. Okay, here I give you. I'm gonna give you 56 gold, and then Gumby will supply the last 60 plat. Sound good?
Well, I would want some of this back.
You're gonna get
Well, you're getting all of it back.
it back eventually. Just write that you owe.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because we're still pretty short.
I'll put down Ty owes 60.
60 plat, okay.
So
I'm noting
you
that too.
scrounge together various coins which round up to 750 gold. Yeah, you put those 750 gold on the counter. And the guy, he counts it down. He says, alright, 1 suit of half plate medium armor made from bullet or land shark hide.
And this should be fairly more quiet than normal half-plate armor, yes?
Yes, it is. It is more quiet. It's very interesting stuff. He kind of looks in his booklet. He says, judging by this, we can start work on it next week, which would mean it'd be done around. He says to be safe, 2 weeks from now. Perhaps it's gonna be earlier, but at least 2 weeks. Or at maximum 2 weeks, unless, of course, something really bad happens. But then we have a backup one.
Okay. 2 weeks. Sounds good.
Alright. He says, if you manage to gather enough money within a week, we can have both of your suits worked at the same time then.
Okay.
And, yeah, then the time will just be a week. He says we basically are filled up with work until the end of the week. So that's why we can only we can start with it next week, not this week.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. You can leave. Do you wish to leave both heights, both like the total amount of heights, or just one?
Well, assuming you don't steal it, well, we can leave both.
Well, we can keep it for you for a while. I mean,
Yeah.
like when you pick up the suit, if you don't want another maid, you can take the other part with you.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll give you all of it.
Okay. He gives you like a basic note of we owe you blah 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 blah. You paid this much amount, this amount of money.
A receipt.
And it kind of waves you off.
And now we
Time
need
to
to
make
find a
some
way to
money.
money, yeah. So, Dolos,
Yes.
would it be possible for you to maybe ask your friends if they have any, not strictly illegal work, but stuff that requires a little muscle than the average, you know,
A bouncer.
guard? That,
Alright, I can
is
look around
local.
if...
Yeah, you can look around. There's nothing that's like stealing stuff. Nothing like super
No.
illegal.
No.
Morally questionable. So why don't you go do that while we look around to see if there's anything local that pays significant money, like talk to the mayor's office or something.
Alright, I'll look around for some thieves' cant symbols around town.
Investigation, please.
21.
Okay, so you move around town, and after a couple of minutes of searching, you find the clues that you were searching for. Clues that basically point you in the right direction. And as you move up to the safe house, so to say, you can see that the safe house is boarded up. The door's locked, or at least the door is closed, but the windows are boarded up. That in itself doesn't necessarily mean much to you. It's not uncommon that these houses are in quote-unquote abandoned buildings.
Yeah, that's quite normal actually, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll look around, see if I'm not being followed, and
Perception
try
check?
and see if I can enter.
Perception check to see if you're not being followed.
11.
Perception check.
You look around, and you are fairly certain you are not followed.
Alright, I'll go to the front door and knock.
You go to the front door, you knock twice, there is no answer, nor anything from the door.
Is the door locked?
Do you try?
I'll try and open the door.
You try and open the door, and the door, it doesn't seem locked, it's just barred a bit. It's like stuck. As if it is like an annoying door that needs a little bit more force to open.
I'm gonna investigate, see if it's trapped.
Okay.
11.
You take a look around on the door from your side. Kind of up, down. Don't think it's trapped.
Alright, I'll try and force it open a little more.
Make a strength check.
I know you asked the rogue to make a strength check. Okay.
14!
Ah.
So you bash against the door as it gives away, and you kind of semi-stumble inside of the room. And you are immediately hit by a very unpleasant smell. As you take a quick look inside, you can immediately see the reason for the smell is a person who is hung by the neck from hung on a noose by the neck, and he has been dangling there for
Quite some time?
a while at least. He's bloated.
Do I see
he's
any
simply
clue
bloated.
if it's suicide or murder?
You'll have to do an investigation at disadvantage, as there is a fairly bad smell.
Okay. 23! Whoa.
So you kind of put your cloak in front of your nose and walk around, kind of poke things a bit, look around. For a while you piece together that it could definitely be a it appears at first glance, it appears to be a suicide. But when you take a little bit of a closer look, you realize that this person wouldn't not have been able to hung himself in this location. It just seems impossible that he did it by himself.
There's like no chair below him or something.
No. So there are a couple of options. One of them is assisted suicide. The other is murder.
Okay. As I'm investigating, I also look for loot and other potential things like hidden compartments, maybe, or safes.
Okay, one more investigation. Disadvantage again.
Of course.
Or disadvantage still.
11.
Better.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, you go around. You don't seem to find any loose or locked places. You do notice that there are very few items that you consider to be worthwhile inside of this store.
So basically it got looted.
It may be looted, yeah.
Okay, I'll leave this place and make sure I don't get seen. So I'll roll another perception check.
As you leave this place, yeah, perception check. Okay, as you leave this place, you can see a little character etched in the back side of the door. So the part that you haven't seen yet.
Okay.
It is thief scanned. And it is thief scanned for a word that is extremely rarely used. There are multiple words to indicate that an area is dangerous, that you should look out, watch out, that sort of thing. But this particular one means everyone who can read this should GTFO immediately.
Oh, I'm gonna stealth and bolt it.
And usually if it is found within a city, it means that the city itself is, because of some reason, whatever reason that may be, unsafe. And especially in this location, you would be like, oh crap.
Okay, I'm gonna, with the 27 stealth, I'm gonna get as quickly as possible out of here and I guess get back to the group.
Okay, so you move fairly stealthily and about as fast as you can stealthily move. Then you move out of the location, move back over the streets.
I'm gonna use halfway somewhere where I don't get seen, also disguise on myself.
Okay.
Just to be sure.
You disguise yourself as what?
Just another human, only looking very differently. I don't know.
How so?
I guess I'll just change into a woman.
That's pretty significant.
That's pretty
that's pretty
significantly different.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So on the outside, it is an illusion, because disguise itself is just an illusion, and it's not like fixed. It's not an absolute complete change.
No.
But if a person walks by you, you're female. If you talk, you're
male.
Female with a very manly voice.
Very manly voice. Yeah.
You're like, well, you become like somewhat Taiwanese. Or Vietnamese, you know, those basic...
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If they would touch you on like your hair or your breast, they would go right through.
Yeah,
I'm
not very big breasts in that case.
You quickly stuff your chest pockets with stuff.
Oh, I could.
And you move out, and while you were doing that, party was going to the mayor's office.
Yeah. We talked to the receptionist?
There is some sort of mayor's office, but it is like a very small building.
Mm-hmm.
Once inside, it doesn't look like it has any wealth to really speak of. It's just a very basic building, very basic furniture, very, well, basic. And not interesting. You move up to, there is not even like, there's one person sitting there. He looks up and he says, welcome in, our office.
Hi.
How can I help you?
Yeah, we're looking for work in the local area that pays significantly well. We are proficient fighting, so extermination's also something that's right up our alley. Do you have any kinds of unhealthy beasts in the area?
He says, well, there's all sorts of creatures walking in the woods, or in the mountains and woods area around us. Most of them don't really have or all of them really don't have a price on their head. Well, he said, you already know about most of the problems, I think. I mean, everybody who takes one step into any bar around the area will know about the disappearances and attackings.
We just arrived in town. I don't know if this is a town-specific thing.
He said it's not really a town-specific thing. It's wild. It's a wildly occurring thing that we still have no answer to. It's the disappearances of the young people in our smaller villages. You know that problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do know, right?
I'm aware about that, but there's not much I'm aware that we can do if they just appear and disappear out of nowhere.
Yeah, we have the same problem. He kind of says, well, there's your basic try to hunt the wolves in the area, that sort of thing, but I don't think that is what you mean by paying well.
No, probably not.
He's continuously thinking about different things. Well, the only real interesting thing I can tell you about, there is no real reason why you would do it, but I don't know, you could be lucky, I guess.
That describes me
Says,
perfectly.
What?
I say this out of character.
What do you say?
That describes me perfectly. Because I'm a halfling. Anyways, go on.
He says, it's. He said, "Alright, I'll just tell you. We have been having problems in the city itself. It's a murderer that has gone loose. The real problem is he doesn't necessarily leave any traces. We suspected some murderer because these people are just dead without any real reason, but they are not stabbed or anything like that. It's most of them are choked somehow."
Mm.
Is there anything that might connect them to each other?
Well, the thing that we find connecting is that they seem to appear to be completely random. The only real thing we can see is that within the houses, it always seems as if like some sort of storm has gone through it. Everything is all over the place, like a real good fight, you know. And then on the side, someone is slouched down, dead, choked, mostly. Or at least we assume they're choked because there's not that much other damage. Some bruises here and there. He says, if you can find the killer, which it's possible, I guess. If you find the killer, there'd be some coin in it.
Some.
He says,
Yeah.
yeah, it's he says right now the bounty on his head has been rising a bit by a bit. It's 50 right now, gold.
Mm.
If it continues further, if you can find him, I am more than happy to pay 100. But that's really about it.
Yeah. Okay. We'll keep that in mind. And you can see that I have like a I'm not really interested face right now. When I heard the 50 gold, even 100, it's like, eh.
He says, can't really do much else, really.
Okay.
All the weird creatures are either very hard to catch or just not here.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, so that's about it then. Well, here's what I think we should do then. We could, we have enough gold to make some more, potions. So, we've got 2 weeks. How many potions can you make in a day?
I can make one every 2 days, and they cost 25 each for just minor healing, which is all I can do right now.
Yeah.
So within a 3-day period, you could technically make 2. First day, you have like you are busy with one. The second day, the first one is being stored, so to say, for a day to ripen, and you can make another one that day.
So it's basically
within
2 every 3 days?
Yeah, 2 every 3 days would be.
Okay, I'll change.
It's
that.
like 1 every 2 or 2 every 3, depending on when you start.
Okay. How much?
And that's for like the minor healing.
Yeah.
The others take considerably longer.
Okay, so we for that we'll just kind of listen around town while Ty's making potions. You guys up for that?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm not here.
And I'll be staying not in an inn because I can't afford it.
Okay. I'm gonna give you 25 gold.
Well, no, I guess remove it doesn't come to me personally.
Well, you have to buy
So
the
the-
stuff.
Production.
Okay, well you can just deduct it yourself.
Yeah. So that's 25. I gave you 25.
So, buddy, are you fine with skipping like the 2 weeks?
Assuming that we're listening for stuff. Yeah, because we can't.
And stealing stuff in the meantime, but I also want to tell the guys how dangerous this city is. Apparently.
Yeah,
Okay,
you come
so-
back as a woman, and we're like, what?
Yeah, you basically get out of the mayor's office, and after a while, you can see a woman, weirdly enough, dressed as Dolos.
No, it should change also my clothing.
If you wanted, you didn't say.
If you wanted, you didn't say so. So you
Oh,
are
well,
a
it
woman
was
dressed
kind
in...
of implied. It's kind of the whole thing. But
No, it's
So-
not implied. You have to specifically state, I am going to change this, this, and this. I actually changed you. I asked you, how do you change?
Well, I was fine, but you can expect the clothes to change as well. If
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I think his clothes would have changed a little bit at least.
They could have, but I asked you what
Okay,
you did,
fine.
and that's what you did.
What do you want us to roll?
I want him to roll a hotness just for the heck of it.
D20 for hotness. Do it.
Okay.
Watch him roll one.
I just go as one of the elfin hunter ranger.
That'd be really awkward.
that I'm just hot.
I don't think so. I think he. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Pretty decent.
Now, what do we roll to see through that?
Is
So
it
a
intelligence?
A
I have to
good-looking
also do
female is
deception.
coming up to you. You can roll an intelligence check, I think, according to the spell.
Intelligence? Oh, crap.
To 16. What's your spell save DC?
That is
Probably lower than a 16.
probably, but I can't find it at the moment.
What spell list does it come from?
It's an illusion.
Wizard, probably.
Yeah, it's a wizard. It's definitely a wizard.
Wizard.
Disguise self, wizard.
I'm the only
You need
person with
higher
it.
than 12.
Okay, so I see through it.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Drake, you can see a couple of things that just remind you a little bit too much
of Dolos.
of Dolos, especially the way this lady walks.
Mm-hmm.
It is fairly manly in the way he walks.
Well,
Dolly
how
and
the
Ty.
walking is not really the spell itself, right?
You
No,
wanted
yeah.
intelligence and not like insight?
No,
Insight
it's
wouldn't-
intelligence is specific. It's specific to the spell.
Oh, okay.
Can I also roll then in a performance check?
No.
I mean, the walking is not the spell.
That's a deception.
That's me.
It is also all implied rolled into 1.
Well, close is also implied, but okay.
I can tell that it's an illusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell anyway.
So, Gumby and Tai, you see a female walking up to you in Dolus' clothes.
And then, you're like, what? And I see this, and like
You take like
Okay.
a single take as this person is walking up to you. You kind of look back and then take another take, and then you're like, wait a minute.
I want Gumby and Ty to roll an insight check on me.
If
Okay.
Gumby and Tai want to roll an insight
If they
check,
want
they
to,
can.
yeah.
And if you want to hide your expression,
You want to do
Yeah,
it?
just give
Give
me
a little
a second. Yeah,
smirk.
1 sec.
Okay, so you both made it. So you guys know, you just in the back of your mind, you notice that I give this woman a look, and then I kind of just don't care and look away, and you know that's really weird for me. Normally, if it's a pretty woman, I'd kind of keep eye contact a little bit longer than that.
You have like a smirk.
No, I'm just like, oh, it's
but
Dolos.
what are you gonna think of it? Like, are you sick, Drake?
You kind of roll your eyes.
Do you feel well?
Yeah, I might look at it. I look at her and I go, and I kind of do a slight eye roll and I look away.
What?
So
I think I would figure that out. I can put two and two together. It's like, oh,
Roll an intelligence
Roll
check
another
to see
intelligence
if you figure
check.
it out.
yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
Man,
you're like you see something.
I
As,
mean, the fact that you see him roll his eyes is
Can I get, like,
itself
Can mean
doesn't
a lot of
really give
things.
you
no, it doesn't mean
everything
advantage.
yet.
You just think something's up, so you look at him again.
okay, 16 then.
That
20.
should be
Oh.
it.
There we go.
So yeah, both of you know that this is weird, that there is something about this female, and Drake apparently sees it, but you don't.
Then I undo the spell.
So you come walking up, undo the spell, and there you have your answer. Yeah, you're standing
Do I
right
see
in front of him.
disappointment
Wait,
now?
do you undo the spell or do you stay as a woman?
No, I undo it.
Oh, okay.
I kind of figured, well, let me just do a inside check if I see you roll your eyes.
That's okay.
Or
That's
perception.
insight.
Technically perception
Oh, let me do perception.
to see
then.
it, and then if you know that he did it, then you can roll an insight check.
Okay, this is gonna be a stealth check without this. I'm gonna roll up whatever the first die is.
What is your passive stealth, Drake?
Garbage.
Because I think this would use your passive stealth, as you didn't try
Okay,
to hide
if we
it.
didn't, it'd be a natural 20.
No, it's your passive
Because
stealth.
it's not me stealthing. Okay, because my passive stealth is
Yeah,
like a
therefore
3.
it's your passive stealth.
My passive stealth is like a 3.
So yeah, he sees it anyway. Now you can make the insight check to see if you can kind of link it, which wouldn't be difficult in this case.
So you know that I know.
Yeah, you know that he knows.
Okay,
As you walk
fine,
up.
I'll do perception on the other guy. No, well, I know that you know, so I'll just undo it.
Okay.
So, do I see any disappointment in Ty and Gumpy when they see it?
A yawn.
I know. What would we have to roll? Like,
Gumby, I
I
think
don't know.
as a
I don't know
religious
if you have
as a
to roll
religious
anything.
figure, I think you're fine. And then Ty is probably a
Well, Drake, just because he's a religious figure, he shouldn't be fine. It's more personal related, not generally like.
He doesn't strike
you're
me as a
religious, you
lustful
can
person.
Handle it.
Well, you
I don't
shouldn't
think
be too
Gumby is a lustful person either, but that's not necessarily because he is a religious person. It's
But
just
I did roll an
Gumby's
18. That's a
upbringing.
pretty hot woman.
Not as hot as Ravana.
That's true.
uh,
Once you go Ravana, you never go back.
You got it.
okay. So we say, well, how'd it go, Dolos?
We might be in trouble.
How so?
I just found some sign that basically said this whole city is not safe. And I found a person.
Not safe for who?
can I? Yeah, can
Yeah,
I
not
roll
safe-
an insight
not-
check?
not
Is
safe-
It's not safe. Period.
Not safe for your type of person.
Probably not safe for my type of person, but I don't know. Maybe not safe for anyone who is not really. from here.
Dollars, you would know this is most definitely not safe for you because thief camp is usually only like 4 thieves itself.
Fine, I'll just do some deception. I'll just say, as the group, it's probably not safe.
So insight checks?
Versus
So
his
small-
deception, yes.
Small lie. Wow, I like
Oh,
badly,
no.
but you guys don't really realize. Except for Ty, probably.
Yeah, Ty probably, because he needs to roll like a 6 or something to match that. Yeah,
So
Yeah,
Ty, you're the only
with
one who kind of
8s.
picks through this.
he's lying.
+8.
I say, well, apparently there's not much besides catching a murderer who likes to strangle people or kill them through like strangulation methods. Otherwise, there's not much to do here.
Well, we can investigate it while we're waiting for the armor to be made.
Yeah, I think we should get a couple potions done first. We'll spend like, I don't know. I ordered 1 potion. Someone else want to order another?
How many days
I
have
don't
we
need
got?
one.
Does Gumby want to make one?
Just a regular potion?
Yeah, minor.
Yeah, just minor.
No,
Somebody
I
can
think
make
I'm
one himself
good.
if he wants to.
Okay,
I
well,
got 3
I guess
minors and 1 greater, so
guess we'll just-
think I'm fine, honestly.
we'll spend 2 days to make a potion.
Right.
And while he's doing that, we're not going anywhere. We're just kind of listening around town.
So the only piece of news you hear is that the killer struck again.
Okay.
He,
Let's go investigate the body.
You want to investigate it?
Well, maybe we'll pick up something.
Alright. I can
Do
show
these
you where it
victims
is.
have anything in common? Like, are they rich or are they scum?
They are all types of people.
For what I've seen, it's, I guess, what you consider, like, criminals.
Okay, so but it's all types of people. So this is
Or
like
in the business.
this is a serial killer, most likely. So yeah, I guess we could go figure it out. Take a look at it.
Alright, I'll lead them to the place and make
what?
sure to.
What place
You-
are we
you wanna-
going? The new victim, or the place that you found the body?
There is a new victim,
Yeah, let's
Oh,
go
there's
check
Yeah,
the
I'm
new
another
talking
victim.
about the new victim. Yeah.
Okay.
which
I'm gonna do a lot of perception checks because I'm kinda afraid.
make one
My
perception
character.
check.
Just
I'm looking around.
everywhere, looking everywhere. Oh yeah!
All right.
My
Currently,
fear heightens my
Dolos
senses.
is being paranoid as F.
Yeah, that
He is
explains why.
continuously looking around, which even to like the other guys is starting to be very obvious. You see a lot. Dolos.
Do I see money I can steal?
You see like, some people who carry some bits of money, but it is way less than you expect actually in this city.
Okay.
You realize that this money or this city is rather poor. But yeah, you see a lot of different things, but in the end, you don't see anything that you are looking for, so to say.
I'm not gonna steal anything then.
As you move like to the house, it seems to be a fairly normal house, and 2 guards are posted on the front. As you try to step in, they stop you.
We wanna investigate the murder.
Many people wish to investigate the murder. Doesn't mean everybody gets entrance.
We've already talked to the mayor. Let us in.
Was it the mayor or was it the guy at the or was it like an
Oh, you mean
Accountant.
just somebody at the front desk?
was it the front
You
desk?
don't know, you haven't asked. And as you say, we have already spoke to the mayor. He said, well,
Which-
can you prove it?
No.
Then I'm sorry, I cannot let you enter.
He
Okay.
said he'd give us 100 gold to solve it.
That's common knowledge.
Well, we can always go to the other murder site they haven't seen yet.
Do you say that out loud? Do you say that out loud?
Well, I kind of say it casually.
Okay, so they
And I say to the guards, I can
immediately
show you
look at
guys
you.
if
They
you
say,
want.
"What murder?"
Well, I'm gonna tell him the basically the address.
Mother. Wait, how do you know about this?
I was meeting the person and I found him dead.
When?
Today. I just came into the city today.
Okay, deception rule.
Oh, did I not come today?
No, you came in yesterday.
Yesterday.
I am
Like
gonna
last
say
night.
yesterday.
So it's not a deception.
What did you say?
Yesterday then.
You said. Wait,
Oh.
wait. You had conversation with him yesterday.
No.
The guy
No.
was dead yesterday.
No.
No, I said I came into the city yesterday.
And you were supposed to meet him yesterday, but he was already dead yesterday.
So, yesterday he was already dead,
Yes.
and you haven't told us yet.
No, I'm saying yesterday I came into the city and today I was gonna meet him.
Make a deception check, because that's a lie.
That is a lie, yes.
He was already dead yesterday. but
Well,
you
I
knew
kind
today.
of was going to
Wow,
meet
wait,
him.
how is that possible? Don't you have a plus? Oh no, you only have a +8. Garbage.
Wow.
Guard, wisdom. It's a flat.
Seriously, wow.
He looks in your eyes. He says, "You're lying. You're under arrest."
Wait,
Fine, arrest me.
wait, lying is grounds for arresting people?
Yeah, that's just
Lying
like
on
suspicion.
itself isn't, but you're lying about the time where you met a person who is murdered.
What do you mean
That
lying
in
about
its-
him? I met him. I met a murdered person.
Yeah, you basically say, "I met a murdered person. I entered today. I was going to meet it, or I entered yesterday. I was going to meet him today, but he was dead." He noticed that you're lying about the today part, so now he is suspicious.
Right.
So he's
But-
placing you under arrest.
But I said I was gonna meet him today, and I found him dead.
Yes.
He's gonna place you under arrest because you were lying to him.
I was
You're
not
not
lying.
really-
I was going to meet him.
You're
Yeah,
still
you're not
under
technically
arrest.
it's not lying.
I'm not lying. I didn't say I know the guy.
He said he was
No,
gonna meet him today.
You literally told him, "I was going to meet him today." You weren't. Because
Well,
that
I
was
was.
yesterday.
Because
No,
it was yesterday.
Because it happened today. We just
No,
I
it
just
happened
came back.
yesterday.
Wait, okay, hold on.
You basically took one night in between.
Wait, why?
As
Wait,
a
are
city,
we?
this is a new
No,
day.
wait. Yeah, today. Okay, today's a new day. Dolos. So Ado's still under the impression that it was still the same day.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I know. That's
thought-
what I'm saying.
I thought
is
we went straight from the mayor's
No,
office
we
or
didn't.
whatever it was. Oh, then it was yesterday. Sorry, I thought we didn't even have arrest yet.
You
So-
have arrest.
so.
Alright,
what
so in
you
that
would have
case, you
said?
aren't lying.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now that we've got that straightened out, jeez.
Sorry, I thought it was the same day. still.
Alright, rewind. You start your conversation with this guy. You told him just now that there was a dead guy.
Yes, and I was gonna meet him yesterday, and I found him dead yesterday.
So now the follow-up question is, if he was killed yesterday, why didn't you come to us yesterday?
Hmm.
Why
I
didn't
was
you
kinda
come to
scared.
us?
Because
Yeah, he was a little.
He was
I
a
was
little
scared.
You could have said that, but you could also say you weren't certain it was a murder. It could have been a suicide.
Well, still, I guess.
What
Well,
are
I
you gonna
say,
say?
I say I was just scared and didn't know what to do.
It's not a lie.
It's not a lie because I
He
was
was
scared,
scared.
and I did know what to do, but
Well,
not really. Actually, I wasn't really thinking about it.
He said,
About what to do, more about being scared and being fearful for my own life.
alright, run it to me. What did you see? So I can tell it to the guards that are coming by next, and then they will check it out to see if everything is true what you said, blah 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 blah. So they at least know what they can expect.
Well, I knocked on the door, and nobody answered. I found it strange. Then I checked if the door was open, and it wasn't locked, but it was being a little. It was hard to open it, so I forced myself a little bit in. And then I I just smelled this terrible smell and saw him hung on the ceiling. And kind of looked overrun, the place. And it didn't quite look like a suicide since there was nothing he could hang himself from. At least alone.
Was he dead for a while?
Yeah, it was bloated.
Oh god, that bloated. It must mean at least a week, perhaps 2? How is he not found yet? Alright, 1, you still cannot enter this door. 2, we'll send guards to grab the guy.
Have
Wow.
fun with that.
He says, yeah, they probably won't.
Don't poke him.
He looks, he says, I am uncertain if they won't.
Well, okay. We're gonna leave then. I want to leave before Dilla says something stupid. Oh, wait.
You are just allowed to leave. They just don't want you to enter. And
Mhm.
you kind of look, a couple of minutes later, 2 guards come walking past you in the direction to the house
Mm-hmm.
where you directed them to, with the bloated corpse.
Okay, I guess we'll just, I don't know, I kind of want to wait for the armor for Ty before we do anything, until we go storming back in against the artificers. So, you guys just want to try to hunt some strange creatures in the forest while we wait?
Sure.
Shouldn't hurt.
I think
Or it might
that
hurt. It shouldn't kill us though.
I think we're gonna leave it at this then for now.
Yeah.
We're going to just right here calculate the XP fairly quickly.
Yeah, so it was 3
And after
cockatrices,
that-
which is what you do, and then like 8, whatever those closets or whatever.
So that's divided by 4. That's 90 experience for the cockatrices apiece. Where is the other little bastards? That's 100. There were 7, I believe.
Count them.
Quick look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7. So that's 700 times 1.6 divided by 4 is 280 for that little battle. And then the boule itself is worth 1,800 out of my head.
Yes.
Yep, 1,800 divided by 4 equals 450 from him.
So how much
820.
total? 820?
Make that a flat 900.
Okay. Any particular reason why?
General, a little bit, general gaining of knowledge, general
And a
slight
roleplay.
progression of piece of the battle, that sort of thing.
Okay. Yeah, that was a very bloody battle. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the Boule did
Bloody
what a
but
Boule
short.
should do. And I'm actually happy that for once something worked out the way I wanted it.
Which was nobody died, but almost.
It was like the initial attack of the little guys went actually fairly well.
Mm-hmm.
They did more than I expected them to do, which is good. And then you started to take a rest there, and well, the battle did make noise, and the Boulets easily started in that sort of thing. And he did what a Boulet should do:
Jump.
come in, wreck shit.
Yeah.
By the way, I have a question with my disguised self. If I use it, and does everyone automatically do an automatic check on me with intelligence, or
Wait,
is
yeah,
it just
did
when they
you-
actually wanna?
Is that your spell?
It's a spell.
Yeah, so the way that I would do it is if a person has a reason to kind of like investigate you. So you were walking towards us. That gives me enough reason to, if you're just like walking by making no apparent, like not at us, I'd say no. But because you're coming directly to us, that gives me enough reason to look at you, which would be enough for an intelligence check.
So if you just look at someone, they do an intelligence check, because then it's
No.
quite useless.
No, it's not if they
If
look.
you just look at someone, depending on what you mean by just looking at someone. If you walk by just a casual look, then no. But if you are like standing somewhere and continuously looking at a person, that is suspicious. So basically, suspicious behavior
Yeah.
triggers the.
So basically, actually, because even if I was a chick that was hot, then I would be checked out by guys anyway.
Yes.
Yeah,
Then
that
they
doesn't
would all do that.
necessarily attractive. Not necessarily, but in this case, you were not only like interesting looking, but you also moved directly towards them.
Yeah.
And it's more that directly towards them that triggered the checks.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. As long as it's not that easy, otherwise I'll just switch it whenever I level.
It can also not be extremely difficult because it is a level 1 spell. It's not supposed to be almighty.
Well, yeah, but it's supposed to be useful.
Yeah, and it is in certain circumstances, like most spells are.
By the way, I
Yeah.
think the way that illusion spells work is that if you make the save, the illusion spell is still in effect, but the person who saves or checks it can see through it. Is that how it works? It's like as soon as you're aware it's an illusion,
Let me check.
then the illusion no longer
What it
works.
says.
So in other words, as soon as I checked out this person, I kind of realized, oh, I guess it's an illusion.
Here's the whole description.
Biotype, miss a dot form is yada yada yada. Can use its action to inspect your appearance.
So you actually have to use your action.
Yeah, well, it's kind of what I did.
Yeah.
Alright. Thoughts? I'm kind of bummed that there's no real ways to make money in this game besides, like, theft. To be
Well,
honest.
there's nothing really to steal apparently.
Not in this town, but...
No. So we have to go to the Imperion or something, but
I mean,
Okay.
you could try to steal from
Kicked.
the armorer, I guess. Because we know they've got money.
yeah, I know they got your money.
I wouldn't advise it, just saying.
Yeah, you probably have someone with passive perception of 22. Well, not that it matters to me, but
Just to fuck you up, yes. Any other thoughts and or questions?
I want more ways to make good money.
yeah, me too.
Because the way I understand it, Wrath, is that there's not a lot of people that are at our current strength, right? Like, there are some, but
you
they're relatively
are-
rare.
Like by now, your strength is becoming more and more interesting. The thing is, with most things happening, your strength is not necessarily required, and with the things happening where your strength would be required, most people don't really put out bounties, so to say. Because they don't know what to put the bounty on, how it would be checked, that sort of thing. In addition, making money is not easy.
Yeah,
It doesn't rain gold and platinum pieces.
I wish it did.
It
well,
shouldn't.
if you are a magic shop owner, then it does.
Actually, it doesn't. Because there aren't many people who come by and buy stuff.
Yeah, it's very rare.
That's true, but your shop is like lying around with stuff that is so expensive.
True, but
Yeah.
if they only
And
make
if you need the money, just
if
sell
they only
something
make-
at a discount.
if they
Why
sell
would
something every year, they'll still make a profit. That's kind of how
That-
magic
that's
shops
the-
work.
Yeah, that's the thing.
If they what?
If they sell just like one thing every year, like when we bought all our magic stuff at the town, that was probably like 10 years worth of income in that one transaction from all of us.
Yeah, probably.
So
So, one more thing is the magic shops. The further you go into this campaign or in this timeline, the more rare magic shops will become.
wow.
Because of
So,
magic
like,
being shit.
No, it's more like the building of magic and like magic itself was extremely high in the previous age, and now the amount of magic, so to say, is lowering for quite a while. So the magic shops themselves become rarer, which means that most magical items that are in circulation are those who were made before.
So maybe magic will come back when your gods are done fighting?
You don't know.
Ty, what's your current AC?
It's 16. It'll go up to a huge 17 after the armor's made.
Yeah.
And you can always enchant it later if you have
Wait,
money.
what's your dex?
0. I mean, just
So
no,
how
no
do you
bonus.
have
0. And it's a 15.
Wait,
Then
how,
there's no
no. I've
benefit.
got a shield. That's
a plus
that's
1
2.
shield?
Plus, I've got the +2 ring.
Oh,
Oh.
18.
Oh, you've got a plus. So your AC will go way up then because you're going to get plus 3 AC.
It's 15 plus 2 for the shield plus 1. So that'll be 18, yeah.
Wait,
What?
what
Without
do you
the
have?
dex
What
bonus.
gives you? Because you have no dex, right?
No, I've got no dex bonus.
You've got no dex, and
And
you're
you have
currently wearing studded leather, right?
Stutter, yeah, at
So
12.
that's 12
So you'll
plus 2.
With the shield,
With
for the
shields,
shield?
two more,
it's
right?
14.
And then with my +2 AC ring that I paid for, it puts
Yeah.
up to 16.
Right.
And it's
So-
according
So
to the
that
plate.
means that means with this you'll get up to 19.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
you're right. You're right. I miscalculated.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the magic
Very
of
nice.
the ring, I think, also works on your bear form.
Yes, this is true because it's magic.
So your
Keep that
bear
in
form
mind.
has an AC of 13 now.
Oh, I will keep that in mind. Thank you.
Keep that
Oh,
in mind.
you get
Definitely.
a substantial upgrade. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is why we're giving it to him first because he goes up to
Yeah.
19 AC.
I will just get one more.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we'll leave it at this for this week.
Cool.
I take it. I / hope you had fun this day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I finally got to kill a bullet. Or bullet.
Oh,
And soon
shoot,
I'll
I
get to wear
forgot.
one.
I was looking at my AC. My base AC is actually 17 right now. 20
Oh,
with a shield. Oops.
always good
Oh.
to know.
Yeah.
Don't you have like a wait? What's your AC? Because you have what's your armor?
I have breastplate that's 14. I have dex that's +2.
So it's
And then I have
16.
+1 because I have a ring.
yeah. So it's 17, and then your shield gives you 19.
And the shield is enchanted. We got it enchanted.
Oh, so it's 20 then.
So everyone has high AC except me.
Well, after we get this armor, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
then you'll have...
What's your AC? Your AC is
17, right?
17?
My AC is 16.
16.
You'll go from 16 to 17?
Yeah.
Just one more.
Yeah. Not exceptionally significant.
Yeah, but it's still worth it, I think.
And he's usually not fighting up front either, right?
How much does
Yeah.
a ring cost that gives you extra AC actually?
What was it, like
That one
400?
that we got, I think was... Yeah, between 400 to 800.
Yeah.
Then it might be cheaper to just get that instead of a whole armor.
Well, the armor's good because you could also like do the armor. But here's the thing: you could get the medium armor master feat, which doesn't really matter because it just lets you go stealth and armor, but it also gives you +1 dex that way, or +1 AC that way.
I wouldn't advise it. I think there are better feats for him specifically to
Yeah.
take.
Yeah.
Even the
I don't
feat like
think,
sharpshooter would be better.
Yeah, I think something that does where I can do more damage would be more useful. Since you guys have such high AC, you can tank a little more.
Yeah. So you could sharpshooter. I think. Let me look up sharpshooter real quick.
It's you ignore half and 3/4 cover. You can take a -5 to your roll. You need to declare this before you roll.
Yeah.
And if you hit, you get a +10 to damage.
hmm
And
So the
you-
problem with that is that
you also ignore the disadvantage on like the in-between ranges of your ranged weapons.
Yeah, but the only problem with that is that it'll less likely to hit a double crit or even a single crit. So it's like
Yeah.
so with a crit you'll actually no, I think it is worth it then because a crit will give you
It depends.
Seven.
If it is actually at range and there's no one around the enemy,
So a sneak
That'd
attack
be
it's
worth it.
worth. It's not worth it, but if it's a not sneak attack, it is worth it.